last train to nowhere. The station was empty except for the flickering lights and the distant hum of the rails. The clock on the wall read 11:58 p.m., its ticking a constant reminder that time was running out. Elisa stood on the worn platform, her suitcase at her side, feeling a strange mix of anticipation and unease. She wasn't sure why she had come here, why she had boarded the train at all. She had no destination, no plans, only a restless ache that seemed to draw her towards this very spot, this final stop, the train to nowhere. The platform was nearly deserted, save for an elderly man sitting on a bench, his face obscured by a wide-brimmed hat, and a woman in a white dress who seemed to shimmer in the dim light. Elisa had noticed them both when she arrived, but they hadn't acknowledged her presence, as though they weren't really there at all. A loud whistle pierced the stillness, and Elisa's heart skipped. The train had arrived. It was an odd thing, this train. It wasn't like any other she had seen before. Its cars were sleek and dark, polished to a high shine, but they looked ancient, like they had come from another time. There was no name on the side, no sign that indicated where it was going. It stood at the station like a mystery, and Elisa felt herself being drawn toward it, as though the very air around her was pulling her onto the platform. The conductor, a tall man with a face like stone, appeared by the door of the nearest car. He wore a black coat, and his eyes were hidden behind dark glasses, despite the fact that it was nighttime. "Ticket, please," he said in a voice that echoed strangely, as though it came from somewhere far away. Elisa hesitated, then reached into her coat pocket. She had no ticket, of course. She had only come here on a whim, following a strange, nagging pull deep within her. But when she pulled her hand from her pocket, there it was, a small folded ticket marked with only the words, "The last train to nowhere." The conductor's lips twitched into a faint smile when he saw the ticket. "This is your train, miss," he said, stepping aside to allow her in. "Make yourself comfortable." Without a word, Elisa boarded the train, her feet light as though the weight of her worries had lifted with each step. The door slid shut behind her with a soft hiss, and the train slowly began to move. The station receded into the distance, swallowed by the night. Inside, the train was quiet. The interior was dimly lit, the seats upholstered in velvet and gold. It looked almost like a luxurious lounge from another era. Antique chandeliers hanging from the ceiling, mirrors that reflected her face back at her in strange ways. It felt timeless. There was no noise, no clatter of wheels against tracks, only a low hum, like the train was moving through some other dimension. Elisa chose